Hi everyone, welcome to episode 1 of the Insurance Intelligent Automation series. I'm Matt Madsen from Genpact. I lead the claims practice here at Genpact. I've been working in the industry the last 17 years. I've been with Genpact for the last 2 years. Today we're speaking with Cyril Steffen, the Chief Claims Officer for European markets at AXA, about the ways automation is transforming claims. Hi Cyril, great to have you with us today.
Hi everyone, and thanks for inviting me today. I'm delighted to be here.
Good. Cyril, could you tell us a little bit about your background and your role at AXA as well?
Sure. I have more than 24 years of working experience in international P&C operations and claims management. Since the 1st of April, I'm driving the claims transformation journey of AXA's 7 European markets in line with AXA's strategic ambition. I'm passionate about the future of claims, and in my role, I'm driving cross-functional collaboration across the entities.
Good. Well, thank you very much. So obviously, Cyril, COVID has accelerated and continues to accelerate some of the key trends that already materialized pre-COVID. What kind of changes, and I'm sure you've gotten this question quite a lot, but what kind of changes have you seen in particular in customer demands for AI-powered and more automated processing within the claim space?
So the most accelerated trend is the digitalization of customer and distributor journeys. For insurers, it's no longer a should-have, but an absolute must-have. There's simply no alternative if we want to remain relevant in our markets and answer client needs for effective interactions. This does not mean switching now to a pure online approach, but complementing the human touch and expert advice of distributors and companies with remote tools and seamless digital mobile-first customer interactions to make our models more flexible. For example, people were already using online services, but the current crisis has accelerated this in an astounding way, especially in the age groups that are considered less digitally savvy.
So in the UK in particular, Cyril, can you talk a little bit about some of the accelerations or changes that are happening for AXA in the UK?
For example, people were already using online services, but the current crisis has accelerated this in an astounding way, especially in the age groups that are considered less digitally savvy. For instance, in the UK, AXA's general practitioner service, Doctor at Hand, allows patients to speak to doctors online or on the phone. We had around 7,000 monthly consultations before lockdown and now have already 18,000, many over the age of 65. So online will definitely stay. Once you've used online services, there is no going back. We have been working on this for a long time, so that puts us in a strong position now to support our customers in these trying times. At the AXA, we have prioritized the rolling out of more digital tools to our customers to ensure a good digital experience and convenience for our customers who will increasingly use digital channels in their daily lives. And I think the ability to combine technology and efficiencies with human skills and personal interactions when necessary will be vital to insurers using these tools to manage claims searches. So a combination of machine and human intelligence is the best way to make it easier for our customers. And we are trying to find the perfect balance between automation and personalization and implementing an optimum mix of technology and human intervention.
That sounds really exciting. I mean, customer demand clearly changed, more adoption really across the board, and you've responded very well, and that response has resonated tremendously with your customer base. So kudos, that is obviously a really, really good result. What kind of digital technology, Cyril, are you using to support the servicing and the new customer demand? partnering with your client and others to, and also support your claims adjusters. Can you give us a couple of examples of that?
So we use various digital technologies to support the claims process, from online video to machine learning. But the idea is always the same, to make it easier for our customers and our employees. Maybe I can give you a few examples. So the virtual claims assessment, for instance, when our household clients have an escape of water claim, we can send them a link to their smartphone through which they can show us the damage in real time. Through the live video stream, our claims handlers can evaluate the claim, assess costs immediately, and offer cash settlement. They can record the video or take stills to add to the claim file. For customers, it's convenient and quick, as it is for us. We have now also rolled out this digital capability to commercial property claims and are getting great feedback. For larger risks where we haven't been able to send people out physically inside, we can use drones. So you send the drone out, you get the footage from the drone, you can see the exact state of the whole size of the roof, for example. We are using the introduction of AI and robotics to process simpler claims, while human intervention, as I said, is invested in the complex claims to improve the customer journey. Advantage claims triage is also a very good example, in my opinion, where we use AI and advanced analytics to segment and route each claims quickly to the appropriate claims handler and resolution channel. Routine claims and simpler customer interactions with predictable characteristics and patterns are suited for digital resolution. And speeding up this process through automation reduces the overall costs of managing claims. Or I can share maybe an example of computable contracts, of the possibilities that can be unlocked by this capability. So we were developing a computable contract tool to meet the needs of our call center agents. The end game was to gain time and accuracy in the processing of coverage check tasks. So using it, it was possible to replace the static questions with a dynamic flow. The final result is a web interface. And in this web interface, this allows each agent to work more efficiently by going through a dynamic set of questions with the customer. At the end of this critical path, the system provides the agent with a clear answer relative to the coverage of the claim. Instead of having to go through each individual file, reading and interpreting the contracts, agents are now able to determine whether any given situation is covered in a matter of seconds.
Wow, it sounds like you've been able to hit on all the sort of the three key priorities: so customer service, accuracy, speed, coverage determination. Just really being there for your customers. And secondly, indemnity, really controlling that a lot better. And then the efficiency and the effectiveness of your claims department. So now, one of the questions I get quite often, Cyril, is what about data strategy? So when you talk about automation, where does data fit in? So which areas of your data strategy has helped to ensure that you were, let's say, available or ready to plug in the automation into your end-to-end claims process?
So at AXA, we have a strong conviction that leveraging data and technology in claims in our markets is key to tackle current challenges for our business and our customers. We do consider the power of data, and we have been investing in smart data since a couple of years already. The effective use of data is key to using many of our claims technologies successfully. We as insurers are now connecting various sources of data and extracting value from unstructured or semi-structured data to make it useful for analytics. This is associated with an intensified use or reuse of data across departments, which is very important to push the entire organization forward. So data collaboration is crucial. We must be able to use data across departments. Harnessing AI and using data-driven insights means that we can do more for our customers. So the smart data, the smart use of data and analytics reduces manual touch points and significantly speeds up the claims process. It makes our decision making much more transparent and the experience of the customers dealing with the insurer much easier. For example, the basic data model, that means how I call it the claims data catalog, the structure and logic, is a very basic for analysis and steering, also to make contextual data-driven decision. This is absolutely key.
Wow, I mean, it's exciting to hear how you used your data strategy in combination with automation to, by the sound of it, become more predictive. And to your point, decisions point can now be data driven. So that's really interesting. Now, another question that comes up very, very often, Cyril, is, it's great to have all the right technologies. It's great to have a good data strategy, know how you deploy it onto reimagined, fixed processes. But how do you actually implement it? And so I think the question I really want to ask you is, how do you create the right talent and the right infrastructure and technology infrastructure around all of this so that you can deploy it and execute, actually achieve the results that you set out to achieve?
Yeah, that's a tricky question. I will maybe start with the technology infrastructure. So at AXA, we have made a significant investment in digital capabilities, data and technology over the last years, as I mentioned already. We have a real desire to strive forward on embracing technology rapidly. We see it as a differentiator. So we got quite a broad transformational agenda at AXA. After all, if this isn't the time now to transform, when is it? We are obviously on a journey through automation and digitalization, while as insurers, we have elements of the human touch for the more complex claims, as I mentioned several times, and thus can better support clients when they and where they need it most. So we are aware that this transition from virtual estimating to touchless claims will not happen overnight. The first experiences are very encouraging, even there is still a long way to go for everyone. Regarding talents, I would say as insurers shift work from to remote environments, claims handlers should not only ensure that they are empowering their claims handlers through technology, but to identify the skills needed for future state organizations, to help claims handlers acquire those skills, and when necessary, look outside the organization for talents who can fill gaps. Above all, bringing this claims transformation to life requires new roles, including data scientists, customer journey owners, or UX designers, as well as a digital-first way of working, which must be deep-rooted in the entire company. Excellent claims organizations, they tap joint cross-functional management teams to lead the important initiatives, develop experts in all digital disciplines, and provide comprehensive coaching for all talents.
When you said that you're passionate about automation, I think you just demonstrated that so very clearly.
I hope so.
And I couldn't agree more. A digital first mindset is really a mindset where that is the starting position. Why would it not why would a process not be data first, digital first? Why would it have to be manual and lengthy and not predictive? So here's an exam type question coming up then. So how is actually then Access's claims transformation journey been so far? Has it been successful? Lessons learned? Can you shed a little bit of light on that, please, if you could?
Yeah, I would say that an integrated digital journey from purchasing to claims is becoming more of a necessity than an advantage in the increasingly competitive market. That's one important point. And I have to say that we strive for the orchestration of the full process automation. So automating more of the claims process will allow us to better serve customers and make life easier for customers and enable us to offer faster and more comprehensive customer services as well. So, and as I said, COVID-19 has definitely accelerated the push now to automate. And maybe I can give a few examples on what we're doing on our journey, especially regarding automation, regarding accelerating intelligent automation of back office processes. So a good example is the use of natural language processing, NLP, insight from customer and claimant emails for triage and optical character recognition, so OCR, where unstructured customer input is made ready for digital processes. So doing so will help claims organizations to mature towards more fast track and straight through processing, starting with clear and simple claims, for example, motor glass claims. Robotic process automation, RPA, is another field that is already present in the tech stack of many insurers, and that is gaining traction, pushed by recent events. So bots can complete mundane or admin-based tasks and empower claims handlers to spend their more valuable time on value-added tasks. RPA technology enables insurers to access data across disparate systems and automate repetitive manual tasks. For example, the payment process with suppliers like body shops can be completely automated with RPA technology. So we have a very good use case in place in our market. So through a combination of NLP and a cutting-edge RPA solution, a high percentage of repetitive and time-consuming business tasks in handling incoming documents, so far reserved to humans, can be performed by a machine, exploiting the power of technology, both in terms of high volumes processed and improved accuracy. So NLP categorizes the incoming documents and does a semantic analysis, classifies data from text, turning unstructured data into a readable format for the machine, and extracts these data. RPA brings the extracted data and fills them in the claims platform, together with a document that is automatically attached to the claim and immediately available to the claims handler. So with RPA, we identify areas that are ripe for this technology, such as payments on bordereaux, wherever we find enough volume. We avoid wasting human capital on mundane tasks. Another example is processing and extracting standardized data. So for example, as a payment process, indexing, or sending SMS to clients after maybe a car breakdown, either roadside assistance, or a fully automated repair handling of mobile and tablet claims with an external partner.
I think those are great examples of really what is the difference between automation and then intelligent automation. When you look at it holistically, look at it end to end, you look at it from a customer-centric perspective, and then you orchestrate the right journey, and then all the processes and technology sort of fall behind and fall in place. Now, this may sound like a leading question, so apologies, Cyril, but what are the success factors here? How do you measure success?
That's a good question. I would say digitalizing the claims process involves redesigning the process flow from the customer's perspective and applying technology and data to facilitate each step in the customer journey. So in this way, we as insurers, we can be more responsive to customer requests, automate low value transactions, and massively expedite the claims process. Of course, a digital transformation requires a transversal and interdisciplinary approach, as well as cross-organizational work and collaboration to overcome common silos. So we strive for turning innovation into a competitive edge. We want to foster a culture of innovation capable of harnessing multiple technologies to dynamically meet our customer needs. We are exchanging best practices, learn from each other, our markets, on what has worked and what hasn't, and build the confidence to take risks, to make a positive change in our claims function. There are maybe two important aspects there. So one is make it happen, start small, experiment, make mistakes, then adjust, and co-create. So the business works together with tech experts. We have our IT team and business teams collaborate closely and effectively. We work a lot in cross-functional communities at AXA to make sure to exchange best practices, as I said, ideas and assets, realize opportunities and synergies, and leverage our experience across countries, teams, and functions, for example, underwriting and claims. We do rely very much on centers of excellence internally. For example, we have built one around automation to support our entities in scaling and accelerating RPA journeys and cost-effective automation solutions and services. And very important point there, a good center of excellence for automation is very much business-driven and uses a combination of tools to drive the business agenda.
It sounds like you have the right passion and leadership, and you've got the right spirit in your claims organization behind you to drive all of this. Cyril, thank you so much for being part of the very first episode of Insurance Intelligent Automation series. Thank you so much for your time today. It was very, very exciting. Any last words?
It was a real pleasure to talk to you, and yeah, it's already time. Yeah, thanks a lot for having me. It was great.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much, Cyril.
Thank you. Bye-bye.